There's the dog barking. Good morning, everyone. You know the deal? Dunk in, dunk out. It's a little hard to fit in. Oh, it's that Telly. Good morning, everybody. Dude, relax. Mr. Martin says good morning. Wow. That was intense. Whew. It's hard to get in that thing. Okay. So, I slept in a little bit. So we're gonna push the gym off till after work. Currently 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna get dressed for work and then hop on the treadmill until I have to leave. Whew. Oh, sure. Better than no case. I think that'll work.
How bad was it?
Not that bad. It's just like you gotta like
Wiggle your way in.
fandangle yourself in there. I take out ice, but I don't want to lose out on ice. Alright, see you guys in a sec. What it do, everybody?
How we doing? I hope you guys are feeling good. It's quite chilly over where I'm from. On my lunch break, ate some turkey and mixed vegetables. Actually, I don't know how you guys we'll go down there. Now, new segment. I think I'm gonna start reading. We're gonna do Avery's daily reads, and we're gonna read the books that I'm reading together. A form of, one, keeping myself accountable, and two, further branching my brand. I enjoy reading. I think reading is very beneficial, and therefore we are going to read together, whether you want to or not. We are currently reading As a Man Thinketh, which is a book about understanding the importance and power of your thoughts. Where was I? I'll start a little bit before because I don't think it'll make sense unless I do. A man only begins to be a man when he ceases to whine and revel. and commences to search for the hidden justice which regulates his life. And as he adapts his mind to that regulating factor, he ceases to accuse others as the cause of his condition, and he builds himself up in strong and noble thoughts, ceases to kick against circumstances, but begins to use them as aid to his more rapid progress. As a means of discovering the hidden power and possibilities within himself. Law does not confuse. Wait a minute. I don't think I was at this part. I've actually found where I actually am at. So basically, it gave these 3 depictions and descriptions of a few situations, and then it goes to this part. My apologies. Wow. I've introduced these 3 cases merely as an illustrative. I have introduced these 3 cases merely as illustrative of the truth that man is the causer, through nearly all is unconscious. He's the causer of his circumstances, and that whilst aiming at a good end, he is continually frustrating in accomplishment by encouraging thoughts and desires which can not possibly harmonize with that end. Such cases can be multiplied and varied almost indefinitely, but this is not necessary, as the reader can, if he so resolves, trace the actions of the laws of thought in his own mind and life. Until this is done, mere external facts cannot serve as a ground of reasoning. Circumstances, however, are so complicated, thought is so deeply rooted, and the condition of happiness varies so vastly with individuals, that a man's entire soul condition, although it may not be known to himself, cannot be judged by another from the external aspect of his life alone. A man may be honest in certain directions, yet suffer privations. A man may be dishonest in certain direction, yet acquire wealth. But the conclusion usually formed that one man fails because of his particular honesty and the other prospers because of his particular dishonesty is the result of a superficial judgment, which assumes that the dishonest man is almost totally corrupt and the honest man almost totally virtuous. In the light of a deeper knowledge, the wider experience, such judgment is found to be erroneous. I think that's how you say that. The dishonest man may have admirable virtues which the other does not possess, and the honest man obnoxious vices which are absent in the other. The honest man reaps the good results of his honest thoughts and actions. He also brings upon himself the suffering which his vices produce. The dishonest man likewise garners his own suffering and happiness. It is pleasing to human vanity to believe that one suffers because of one's virtue, but not until a man extirpated every sickly, bitter, and impure thought from his mind, and washed every sinful stain from his soul, can he be in a position to know and declare that his sufferings are the result of his good, and not of his bad qualities. And on the way to, yet long before he has reached that supreme perfection, he will have found, working in his mind and life, the greater law which is absolutely just, and which cannot therefore give good for evil, evil for good. Possessed of such knowledge, he will then know, looking back upon his past ignorance and blindness, that his life is, and always was, justly ordered, and that all his past experiences, good and bad, were the equatable outworking of his evolving, yet unevolved self. Good thoughts and actions can never produce bad results. Bad thoughts and actions can never produce good results. This is but saying that nothing can come from corn but corn. Nothing from nettles but nettles. Men understand this law in the natural world and work with it, but few understand it in the mental and moral world. Though its operation there is just as simple and undeviating, and they therefore do not cooperate with it. Suffering is always the effect of wrong thought in some direction. It is indication that the individual is out of the harmony with himself, with the law of his being, and the sole and supreme use of his suffering is to purify, to burn out all that is useless and impure. Suffering ceases for him who is pure. There can be no object in burning gold after the dross has been removed, and a perfectly pure, enlightened being could not suffer. The circumstances which a man encounters with suffering are the results of his own mental inharmony. Wow. My articulation is crazy. This will also help me articulate and expand my personal dictionary. The circumstances which a man encounters with blessedness are the results of his own mental harmony. Blessedness, not material possessions, is the measure of right thoughts. Wretchedness, not lack of material possessions, is the measure of the wrong thought. A man may be cursed and rich. He may be blessed and poor. Blessedness and riches are only joined together when the riches are rightly and wisely used, and the poor man only descends into wretchedness when he regards his lot as a burden of unjustly imposed. Indigence and indulgence are the two extremes of wretchedness. They are both equally unnatural and the result of mental disorder. A man is not rightly conditioned until he is a happy, healthy, and prosperous being, and happiness, health, and prosperity are the result of a harmonious adjustment of the inner with the outer, of the man with his surroundings. Alrighty, well, my buddy's having a rough day. Rough few moments. Allowed to spiral into a rough day. And that concludes that reading time. Story time with Avery. I hope you enjoyed. So far I like the book. I like its concepts. I like the things it makes me think about. The ideas. And I don't know, let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Anyway, I gotta get back. So, I'll see you at the gym. That should be the next time I see you guys. So, peace. Can you see me? Kinda. Kinda not really. Alright, just finished hitting chest. And now, we are gonna head home for some dinner. I'm gonna do a salmon salad. All of my coconut waters have frozen. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. But I'll see you in like 10 minutes.
Oh, alright. We are going to bed. Salmon was actually really good. Salmon, sweet potato with some mixed greens. But now it's bedtime. Low key, not gonna lie. Spent the rest of the awake time watching a good movie. But yeah, we're gonna go to bed now because I'm tired and it's time. So I shall see you guys tomorrow. Much love as always. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night. I keep looking at myself. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.